Alright, I assume we are live. Unfortunately, it's not showing up for me, but let me just have a quick mic check. Alright, um, just gonna mute myself here while I share the link. But firstly, so hello and welcome everyone to Hybrid Theory Racing League, the realistic division. This time we're around Silverstone, and for whatever reason, I have no game audio. Yeah, there you go. And we are here at, well, sunny Silverstone. The UK is not known for its sunny weather, it's known for its wet weather, and thankfully on this occasion we have sunny skies. I will be reducing game audio because I can make out from right from here that it's a bit too loud. Um, yeah, I think this is better now, but we slowly have cars filing out onto the track for qualifying and qualifying on. Oh, my apologies, I forgot to um send it out there. Where would the broadcast be? Yes, so we are waiting for drivers to somebody to set a representative lap time. When we are going to have only for qualifying, we're going to have telemetry on. I will be trying to look at the comments as well, so I hope there is somebody who comes up in the chat. We have a Ferrari who is going to be the first one to start the lap. It's going to be Hershey. So I hope I remember my corner names and straight names well. But yeah, drivers are slowing down. But there's going to be Hershey taking us onto the first flying lap. So on the Hamilton straight, Hershey in the Ferrari taking Abbey turn. This is turn one. It's easy to invalidate, but he kept it under control. Abbey Farm, this is village turn. It is easy to not hit the apex there. He seemed to be a bit dicey with his throttle input there. This is the loop. I don't think I'll be using corner names too much, but yeah. In train onto the Wellington Straight DRS Open, and Hershey, well, he has been, I don't exactly recollect seeing him too much in the races, but yeah. Through Brooklands and now into Love Field, he seems to have his car under control, hooking up the lap quite well. Now through Woodcut and onto the old start finish straight, Hershey keeping, well, driving pretty fast as he should be doing. Now through Cops, this is the very famous corner, and he has invalidated his lap. For the back, we have his teammate, I believe that is Abhi, who is going to be the next car. No, that's a Mercedes who's going to outlap, but I'm not sure. But we'll just follow Abhi from now, picking up where his teammate left off. Now going through Cops, let's see what Abhi decides to do. He decides to keep it under control, but as I can see from his telemetry there, he is not using any battery, so I assume he is not on a hot lap. We may as well switch to somebody else who is on a hot lap, that is Abhishek. So Abhishek's picking up from where we left off through Maggots, Beckett's, and no, this is Beckett's, my apologies, onto Chapel, and now onto the Hanger Straight. Abhishek is likely to be the first person to set a lap time, or is the Mercedes going to be the first car to set a lap time? Abhishek is on a hot lap and coming up to Stowe. Yeah, well, he seems to be in control. And TBK, Tanishq Vikiran, in the Mercedes was the first car to cross the line. But let's see what Abhishek can do as he goes through the final two turns. Vale chicane onto club corner and onto the main Hamilton straight again, and he goes P2. So it's a bit spaced out at the moment at the top, about 7.5 tenths between Abhishek and TBK, who, well, has had a pretty good banker time as of now. Although we have just seen Azun and Vifix both slot themselves into P4 and P5 in the Williams. How representative that is, I'm not sure. Azun out on a quali lap, surprising, but well, he's not using any battery. As for Vifix, he is, well, I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he's just about to, yeah, I think this is going to be his representative lap. Key here is that they are on the mediums. They, as in VFX, is on the mediums and he is up by 6 tenths. So this is likely to be his representative lap. The previous one was just a banker. What's happened to TBK through? We just missed that. We're gonna have another car going through there. It's a Haas. Shrikant Okay, we can't make out, but TBK is gonna take no further part in this session as he has retired from this at Maggots Beckets. But yeah, once again we see Vifix coming up to Maggots and Beckets, same place where we saw TBK crash, and he has invalidated his lap time. So unfortunate as that may be, Abhi is on a faster lap, on a much faster lap through the final turn, club turn, and he goes P5 just ahead of Vifix. Although I'm sure we will see Vifix at a more representative time and certainly a faster time. We may even see him out on soft tires, but I think he's just going to focus on his long runs. Utkarsh just has a lap time good enough for P2 in the Red Bull, so I believe this is his second race. He raced in I believe it was Azerbaijan, but Utkarsh putting in a good lap there in the Red Bull P2. Anybody else? We have Mosquito also. So we have a couple of cars on the mediums, Vifix, Phantom, and Mosquito. Although nobody else seems to be coming out on the mediums because I mean it makes little sense to come out on the mediums. But Mosquito, we're going to be on board with him. No, he is going to dive into the pit lane. We have Thakurva, Spandan. Many cars are on their out laps. Somebody on a hot lap is going to be Wicked Vicky. Coming through Village, onto the loop. Wicked Vicky in the McLaren. Last weekend he had a moment and yeah, moment behind the safety car. And now he has had a moment with his rear end sliding, stepping out and not giving enough grip. We have some cars going through Brooklands and Lovefield there. There's a bit of a train, but Wicked Vicky has decided to abort his lap. Understandably so, no point carrying on for no reason. Vifix coming through Maggots Beckets, now onto Chapel and the hanger straight. Let's see, Vifix is up by 1.2 seconds on his fastest lap. So, but at the moment, it's surprising that TBK's provisional pole has not been displaced yet. So we might be in for a surprise later on during in the session. We still have yet to see Hershey, Phantom Smith. Many drivers set the lap time, but let's see Vifix as he going on board with him through the final turn onto the Hamilton straight. Vifix in the Williams goes P6 on one medium tires. All that is a very valiant effort by him, and well, props to him. Ibrahim has gone P7, but I think he's just on his in lap probably. No, I can see him deploying, so well, let's see. He is gonna be boxing. That's a bit of a late entry there. He's staying out on his old soft tires. I'm not exactly sure why he's choosing to do so, but nonetheless, he's still in the lower part of the. He's in the midfield right now, although we are still to see a lot of drivers settle their lap times. We are yet to see it's 10 drivers who are yet to set their lap times. Wicked Vicky has spun, and he has a lap time. Oh, that is, well, he aborted his previous lap, and now he is giving those spectators on the Hamilton straight something to enjoy. We're gonna see Alpha Tauri cross the line. That's Smith, and he's gonna start his lap. So let's just be on board with him. So through Abbey and Smith, well, we have seen. I don't exactly know how much we've seen from Smith these past few races, but he's a clean driver and he'll be looking to do good. Thakurva goes P2 in the Alpine, just marginally behind TBK. So TBK is pole time under threat. Wicked Vicky getting out of the way there of Smith. As Smith ends sector 1, it's a sector 1 time of 28.0, which I'm not sure how it fares up against the rest of the people, but through Lovefield, Smith now onto Woodcut and the old start finish straight I believe this is the Yuki Tsunoda AlphaTauri. Smith with that fish helmet, going to go through Cops now. Let's see, he slows down a bit for Cops, I think understandably so. He doesn't want to invalidate his lap time, but coming through Maggots. Now Beckett's and onto Chapel. He is in control of his car quite well. DRS open and sector 2 is purple, although well, don't mean to say that he can't set a purple lap time, but Codemasters are known for not being the best with deciphering which sectors are supposed to be purple. We have a spun Ferrari who spun at Maggots Beckets, but Smith coming through Vale onto the through Club Corner and onto the Hamilton straight. Smith goes P3. He is half a second off Thakurva and TBK, almost half a second off Thakurva, but still a good effort by him. his teammate for this race, Abhishek, is on a lap and he is up by 4.5 tenths. Just over 4.5 tenths. This would currently give him P3 as Hershey displaces Smith and goes on to the second row of the grid. Let's see what Abhishek can manage to do as he comes into the Vale chicane. He seems to be hooking up the lap well, but I hope he has hooked up his final sector well enough as he crosses the line and he goes P3 as was expected by his sector times. He lost a bit of time in the final sector, I think. Do we have? I think we have Mosquito, yeah, who's on a hot lap and he has just crossed second sector. He seems to be competitive. Let's see what he can achieve in the Alfa Romeo. Obviously, Alfa Romeo in realistic performance is not the best of cars. But then again, we have a Alpine and an AlphaTauri in P2 and P3. So, well, never say never. It's the driver who matters. Let's see. But Mosquito coming through Vale corner and Club corner, sorry, and he goes P12. He is one of our. He is P12, not as rapid as he would like to be. Anybody on a hot lap? This is Phantom and Spandan is. I believe this. How many hot laps has out laps has Spandan done? Sorry. Because I believe I saw him on an outlap earlier on as well. And yeah, I just would like to mention that I will be the only person on comms today. I don't have anybody joining me. So if I miss some action, then do forgive me. Because I'm not going to be able to track everyone's progress at the same time. Vifix has come out on softs and is going to cross the line, but is this his representative lap? No, I think it's just about to start his lap. So let's be on board with him. Vifix taking turn 1 and 2. Well, everyone's lines seem to be pretty similar to one another. They're not differing too much from the racing line. And Vifix onto the Wellington straight. Vifix in the Williams. He's gonna get a bit of a tow from, I believe that is Azun ahead of him. Yeah, that is, and Azun getting well out of the way, and Vifix is up by almost 2.5 tenths. So teammates helping each other out there. Well, it's Azun helping out Vifix, as Vifix is one of our more rapid drivers. He is likely to be able to set a faster lap time. But let's see, we don't have anybody in the chat right now, so well, I would have liked to converse with somebody. But nonetheless, Vifix going through Maggots Beckett section, and he has hooked it up well. He invalidated one of his laps here a few minutes ago, and we are, as we end the we are with just less than 5 minutes to go in qualifying, and Vifix, I didn't catch sector time there, but Azun following in quite closely. Vifix is gonna come, he's taken stroke quite well. He's gonna come up to the Vale chicane. We have a yellow flag for a slow moving Red Bull and a Haas as well, but Vifix gonna cross the line and he goes P3. Just 2.5 tenths down on TBK. Wow, what an effort from Vifix in the Williams. And well, that's a stellar effort. Azun pits. Alright, so he is not looking to, I don't think he's going to take any further part in qualifying. Easy level board, I believe, was the slow moving Haas, because yeah, he's weaving and he's not deploying too much battery. So easy level bot, not exactly. Oh, we have a slow moving Red Bull at just before the loop. I will get back to that in a bit. And easy level bot, I think he is gonna start his proper lap in a bit. It's a purple sector 2, although yeah, I'm pretty sure this is not a representative lap. Look at his lap time right now. I think he has forgotten to turn off hot lap mode. That will not help his cause. Alright, he's gonna box. So with the pit lane being as long as it is at Silverstone, I doubt that he will be, well, it's touch and go. He will have to come out very fast if he wants to do another lap. But we have Spandan currently sitting bottom of the pile, and I believe that's because of his driver number. He is number 99, Antonio Giovinazzi. But onto the Wellington straight with DRS open. Oxidize has been disqualified from the session. Whatever happened to him? I think he spun. And well, that's gonna give him last place for qualifying, although qualifying is hardly gonna matter as the starting grid is already decided as per the reverse championship order. Let's see Spandan through cops. We're gonna be on cinematic mode here, and Spandan keeping it well within the white lines. He could have taken a bit more of a risk, I feel. But yeah, going through Maggots, Beckett's, and I cannot see him. Yeah, there he is. Now on to Chapel and the Spinneroo straight for Spandan in the Williams, in the McLaren rather, sorry. I think he just caught the coming there. And as you can see there from the screen, came up for a brief moment, but if that's a purple sector 2, then well, anything, even walking pace can be a purple sector 2. Thakurva improved on his lap time. I did not catch that, but he does not seem to be. He's down by 3 tenths on this occasion. We have many cars filing out of the pit lane for their out lap. This is gonna be their final chance at well getting a proper lap in and a good qualifying position, which is likely insignificant. Thakurva, let's see his lap time through Sector 2. Well, never say never. Sector 1 might be bad, but he can regain a lot of time in Sector 2 and 3. He ends Sector 2, he is 7.5 tenths down. Well, either he's not got the lap hooked up quite well enough, or he's just not, I don't know, like, from his battery we can make out that he's pushing, and Thakurva is gonna box. He has had enough. That's the end of qualifying for him. Vifix on an out lap. Abhishet's just starting his lap. And well, he was looking rapid. He could be looking to make some inroads into TBK, Vifix and Thakurva's time. And we cannot discount Harshi as well. But I mean, there are too many drivers to follow. Smith also on a lap. He is just going through, gonna approach Maggots, Beckett's. The drivers behind him really have to speed up if they want to get their laps in. But let's see what Abhishet is doing. Abhishet is marginally up in Sector 1, not by much, but I think it should be enough for him to get past Vifix. No, not at the moment, but well, let's see how well he can hook up his car through the second and third sector. Thakurva and TBK are taking no further part in qualifying, and I believe as are Ibrahim, Abhi, and well, everybody else seems to be on their hot lap. Two cars are on their out lap, that's Caesar and somebody else, but it's 8 seconds left for the flag to drop. Many cars are filing through the first few turns now. We will get to them. Abhishet is up by over 2.5 tenths. Thakurva cross the line. Okay, well, nobody's crossed the line yet. The first is going to be an Alfa Romeo of Mosquito, who can only get P11, but let's see Abhishet's coming on to Vale Chicane and into Club Corner. What is Abhishet going to be able to achieve? Is he going to be able to get onto the front row? Abhishet crosses the line and goes P1. Well, finally TBK's time has been displaced. Harshi, I believe, is going to be the next car. Somebody's gone into the pit lane. We'll not follow that for now. But let's see Harshi coming to the final turn and onto the Hamilton straight. Harshi is going to cross the line and go P1. He displaces Abhishet. Alright, so who do we have next? It's an Aston Martin of, I believe that's Caesar. No, that is going to be somebody, Ahif. So what can Ahif do? Ahif can only stay P8. We have a Mercedes across the line. Phantom, he goes P6. That's Utkarsh, alright, going to cross the line. He is down by almost 2 tenths as he ended Sector 2, but let's see what he can do. Ending the lap, he is P8. He displaces Ahif. We have a McLaren, alright. Too many cars to focus on. Spandan. I don't think he could set a time. Wicked Vicky, I think, isn't retired. Many cars, I don't know what's going on, but Smith has gone P5. Vifix gonna cross the line and go. There's an Aston Martin spinning ahead of him. Vifix displaces Smith and goes P5. And well, with that, it's the end of qualifying. The skies were a bit overcast, but well, certainly not for Harshi, because his horizons are looking pretty bright, as he has taken pole from Abhishet by just under 7 tenths, 7 hundredths. My apologies. Thank you, Yash. Thank you very much. But yeah, it has been an interesting qualifying, which I couldn't really capture a few moments of. But we have Harshi in pole position, or is he? Let's see. So let's run through the grid once. Harshi taking pole position. Well, first in qualifying, let's just put it like that. Abhishet's P2 in the AlphaTauri, great effort by him. TBK, well, his initial lap stood, right until the end of the session, and P3 might not be a very promising position. It might not look like a very promising position, but it's a very good effort considering that's the only lap he was able to put in. Thakurva P4, he was troubling her TBK and also fighting for the pole position, but I think his final lap was a bit compromised. Vifix with a fantastic qualifying going P5. Smith P6 just outpaced by Vifix right at the end. Phantom P7, I didn't follow him much. Utkarsh in Red Bull in the Red Bull in P8. Ahif P9, Azun P10. He didn't put in too many laps and was really looking to help out his teammate Vifix more than anything. Shrikant in the Haas P11. Ibrahim P12. Mosquito, I think, was just struggling with the setup or maybe just trying to do race runs. He is P13. Abhi P14. Pradeep P15. Easy level bot, I'm surprised. P16. We could see better performance from him. Certainly will see a better performance from him in the race. Wicket Wikis P17. Caesar, Caesar and Spandan could not set a time, and Oxidize got disqualified for driving the. I believe it was the wrong way. He just spun or something. So Yash is saying he's going to give Vifix a 10-second penalty for fun. I don't think that's going to do him too much damage, Yash. I really don't think a 10 seconds is going to be enough of a penalty for him. Because, I mean, it's like nothing can stop Vifix here. Regardless of the car, if you put him in an F2 car against the field, well, he'll still make it, he'll still put in a very competitive time. Make it 20, I think that would be better for Vifix, because that is going to give him a bit of a challenge to finish more than 20 seconds ahead of the next driver. Alright, my controller battery is low. Give me a moment please while I switch my controller, and I am surprised why we are not advancing fourth. I hope I'm still audible. Let's see. Easy level bot will be P1 for the race. I have P2. Let's just see if I'm audible. Am I? Alright, I am audible. Azun is going to be P3. So, quali is going to be, the main race is going to be an interesting affair. Why are we waiting here? Well, I don't know what to do. Let's just go through the incidents meanwhile. Let's just see. So, well, I mean, apologies, but this is all I can do. Codemasters are refusing to go ahead. Alright, so Wicked Wiki and Caesar both had their final laps invalidated. Unfortunate, I think that Caesar could certainly have put in a better lap time. Caesar had a bit of scruffy session, let's just put it like that. Thakurva, well, I don't know what exactly happened to him on his final run. Thakurva needs to leave and join, says Harshi. I hope somebody can communicate that to him. Alright, Thakurva left the session and we have progressed. So we will have Thakurva back, I hope, by the time the main race starts. Obviously, this race, a few drivers will certainly not be happy with how their qualifying has gone. And for that, this is a hybrid theory league racing special, that we let the drivers vent out all their frustration and get rid of their, well, whatever they have in their mind prior to the race start all at once, so that they can focus on the main race in an appropriate manner. And that's why we have this 3-lap race, which we're about to see in 30 seconds, well, 25 counting from now. Well, all the drivers are going to be venting out all their frustrations from qualifying and anything else if they want to, and well, sorting it out before the main race begins. So 10 seconds, 9, 8, we will not need to worry about tire strategy right now, but nonetheless, let's see what the drivers what kind of a show they put up. I requested them to put up a good show before the race starts. It's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we have lights out, and away we jump the start. Some have not started, some have chosen somebody's on the grass there, and let's see, we have carnage just like the real life Silverstone race, and wow, we have I'm loving this, and Some people letting it slow on. We have some people easy level bot and Utkarsh disqualified from multiple penalties. Well, this is like it's like an ant hill. Ants are just swarming around everywhere. Okay, there's a Red Bull just stopped there, and the mosquito just phases through. Well, some real chaos as we like to see. And well, Thakur was AI leading the way, clean as a whistle. Nothing doing. Oh, I don't think Hershey likes Caesar too much over there. Let's see, Ahif doing donuts, and I think at this point, yeah, it's time to retire. Let's see what the Williams boys can do, and the Williams self-combust. I mean, it's Latifi's team. It's tradition for them to self-combust. The two Aston Martins and Ahif. Well, that was more of us. I think he was an assassin who shot himself through the head there, trying to take out Caesar. Vivek has retired. Caesar should also be retiring soon, as would Hershey and Smith. I expect them to be retiring soon. Yes, Hershey and Caesar are waiting for them, as Thakurva is he's in the distance and he's at the fastest lap. Let's see. Oh, Hershey taking the Michael Schumacher line in a Ferrari. There you go. Let's see what Caesar does. Is he gonna give us a spectacular finish? I think he is. And let's see from the cinematic point of view. Let's see what Caesar decides to do. He is slowly and steadily. Thakurva has rejoined, I believe, and has retired. And what does Caesar do? He crosses the line and is. Oh, that was a glitched Ferrari, and he is retired. So, thank you to all the drivers for putting up a decent show, but we have the main race yet to come, and I expect to see some real action. So I would be requesting everyone in the chat, if there's anyone right now, to just be patient. We shall be back soon with the main race. We're going to take a short break here as we set the grid up, and we'll be back in soon. So until then, stay tuned. All right, we are back online. I would just like to check for a moment if I am audible on the stream. Uh, what was happening with the live stream? Yes, I am. All right. If my mic is a bit muffled, can I please get some feedback if there's anyone in the chat? But yes, after a lot of deliberation and a lot of troubles, we are finally back on. We had a few issues with Rahul not being able to join, but in 15 seconds we shall be seeing the final grid lineup and how the drivers will be taking their spots at what is the birthplace of motor racing and Formula One as well, pretty much in general. Silverstone, what do you have in store for us? Is it dry or is it typical British weather? It is dry, although it looks a bit overcast, in my opinion. Not too much, but I mean, just enough to maybe throw something, throw somebody off. It's a full grid. I expect some real action all throughout the race. Although I don't want to give the commentator's curse because, well, let's just say I've given the curse on too many occasions across the races I have then comms on. We are waiting for the drivers to start, ready up. Until then, we are going to see the beautiful Silverstone pit lane building. Some random stat, if I am supposed to say, is that alright, this building was first used in 2011 because until 2010, we used the old start finish straight, which we see just before Cops and just after Woodcut. The small run up to the that small straight. The Silverstone layout was very different. A few years ago, we had the bridge section, and well, the track was a bit different, but nonetheless, this is the track we have today, and we are gonna have the formation lap, wherein we're gonna see the drivers, the tire choices. I can see a few medium runners, but let's just look at the tire situation. All right, so it's a Ferrari 1-2. How dearly I wish to see that in real life. But well, I have to settle for the game now. So P1 to P5 are all on medium tires. The two, well, we have, all right. It is. I just realized the fact that it's going to be teammates pairing up together. We have the Ferraris ahead of the Red Bulls, ahead of the Mercedes, ahead of the Alfa Romeo, ahead of the McLarens, ahead of the Alpines, the Alfa Tauris, Haas, Aston Martin, and last up will be the Williams. Speaking of whom, one of the Williams boys, Azun, is one of the few, three specifically, to have chosen the soft tire. He, easy level bought in the Haas, and TVK, Tanishq Vikiran in the Mercedes are the only three drivers to be starting on the soft tires. Apart from that, we have a few who have gambled for the hard tires. Oxidized Rage. It is, oh, we have somebody going very deep there into the corner. Thakurva in the Alpine and also Ahif in the Aston Martin. These three have also opted to go for the hard tires. The other three have opted to go for the soft tires, and we have 14 drivers on mediums. So strategies are kind of split. I mean, we'll have to wait for the race start to figure out what the overall situation is going to be like. When I see this camera angle, I'm pretty much always reminded of that famous Lewis Hamilton moment from 2020 where he finished the race with 3 wheels on his wagon as opposed to the 4 which you usually should have. I mean, it's good to have 4 wheels instead of 3, but let's see. The Ferrari boys are split right now. We have somebody who's out of place. It's a McLaren of, I think that is Wicked Vicky. Let's just find out as we see the two Ferraris lining up on the grid. Archie has been disqualified. Abhi is taking his time and he has lined up well. The two Red Bulls behind them. This is like real life Ferrari and Red Bull. And the last car to line up would be, no, that is Spandan. And he is taking his liberties, warming up his tires. And, well, once he lines up on the grid, there's going to be nothing between us and the start of this race. So let's just go on to the cinematic camera and I hope I can have a good one. Well, I'm gonna have to stick here, but let's see. It's gonna be one light, two lights, three lights, four lights, five lights. A bit of a pause. It's quite a long pause, and it's lights out, and away we go. The Ferraris, well, somebody's just pulled off, but the Red Bulls get a good start. The Mercedes get a good start. It is Ibrahim who's not got a good start. Somebody's just gone into the wall there. That's GRL Mosquito, and it's a chaotic start. We have a McLaren cutting through the road there. I think that was Spandan or Vikram Vicky. I'm not really sure who's who. But up ahead, Utkarsh has got a phenomenal start. He's banging wheels with TBK, who himself has jumped up into P3 as it is now once he has been overtaken by Utkarsh. And it's an immediate safety car. Ibrahim and Mosquito did not even make it past turn 1. And our pole setter Abi has been dumped down all the way to P18. Well, I think that was more of his own choice. But some chaos going on, and in all of this, where is Vifix? He has made up a few places. Azun has made up a few places. Easy Level Board has lost a few places. But of course, the biggest loser in all of this position-wise is Abhi. He has lost 17 places. Let's just have a look at the position change as of now. Well, 3 drivers have really lost out. Those are Abhi, Ibrahim and Mosquito, who have lost out way too many places. Easy Level Bot has dropped 1 place, Pradeep has dropped 1 place, and everybody else has made up places. But the biggest gainer in all of this, Mercurial Caesar in the Aston Martin, has jumped up 9 places, gone from P18 to P9. That's an unbelievable start. What's happening to Shrikant's interval, I'm not very sure. Let's see what the drivers decides to do meanwhile. So TBK doing a bit of a dummy there. Do we have any further big position gainers? We have Shrikant Das up 5 places, Spandan up 4 places. Good start by Spandan, although I'm not sure which one of the McLarens it was who decided to take a trip across the first turn. It's we have Abhishek in the pits on medium, so let's see if he has some damage. Oh, sorry, my apologies there. Press the wrong button. Yeah. Penalties. No one has penalties as of now. Abhishek, is he gonna have to change his front wing? He likely will be, and thankfully he has turned the option on. So Codemasters, no matter how much front wing damage you have, they tend to not change your front wing, and Abhishek is gonna carry on the mediums. Alright, I would have expected a change of strategy there, maybe a switch onto the hard tires or the soft tires as well, in anticipation of an early safety car. In anticipation of another safety car. My apologies, but I think he has decided against that. Alright, some position trading on between these two here. Red Bull and Mercedes are not the best of friends, I think, at this track. And well, one more corner, and these two teams made each other very famous 1 year ago in real life F1, and this was the exact scenario, although they were driving a lot faster at the time. Yeah, it seems to be pretty stable up and down the field. Obviously, the safety car. I expect Abhishek to catch up soon enough, and well, Silverstone's pit lane being one of the slowest, or possibly the slowest in F1, really, I would have expected the soft tire runners to maybe take a gamble and go on to the hards or mediums, but because you can really gain some legitimately a lot of time. Well, I'm eating up my words just like a few weeks ago, but yeah, this track is the pit lane is really slow. You really need to choose your strategy well, and a few people are coming and going from the stream, and we are gonna have the safety car out for at least another lap. This is, well, we want racing. Can we have racing? Okay, some bunching going on here. Let's see. Hopefully no one runs into the back of one another. Oxidize, I think he made up a few places as well. Let's just check that. Yeah, he made up 2 places on the hard tire, although I think that is thanks to Ibrahim and Abhi's retirement. So at this point, it's actually, maybe at the start, it's either sensible, either you go guns blazing or you just go very conservative, because those are the only 2 approaches which really work. In theory, being the middle person doesn't help out a lot. Drivers filing around through the loop, entry and on to the Wellington Straight, but they obviously are going at a rate of nothing per hour. as opposed to we want to be seeing 300 kph racing, but we are seeing, well, it's 120, 130 kph right now, and that's regulated. You can't overtake, you can't do anything. Abhishek has caught up to the field, and all right, who is this? Easy level bot. I expect him to have, obviously, being on the softer tires and the grippier tires, he is going to be one to really look out for at the race start. What's happening here? What is happening here, guys? Wicked Vicky and Thakurwa. Oh, there's a bit of a gap here between Spandan and Phantom. Not sure why that is, but yeah, I hope no more position trading goes on between the drivers. I expect the safety car to, the message to be coming in any moment now. Wicked Vicky and Thakurwa are trading places. Oh, I'm not gonna pin any blame here. This is for the stewards to decide. I'm just a humble commentator. I'm the only commentator today. Alright, we have the safety car in this lap. I would actually expect to be on board with Utkarsh, but I'm going to be on board with TBK because on the soft tires, it's really going to be interesting to see when he decides to, how the kind of restart he can get. He was wheel to wheel with Utkarsh, and he is taking his, well, he has to take some risks, and Harshi does not look like he has pounced yet. The safety car is still out on track. It's just pulled in right now. Let's see, Harshi still weaving. Utkarsh is also weaving. TBK is not weaving. It's the Kimi Raikkonen strat. Let's see when Harshi decides to go. I think he has bolted. So yes, Harshi has decided to bolt a bit early, and TBK has not got the best of restarts and is a bit further back, and there's a big gap between him and his teammate Phantom. Let's see, let's pan through the rest of the field here. Actually, let's just follow the leaders for a moment. Nothing doing. TBK gaining an incredible amount of time on Utkarsh, and there's some trading between Abhishek and Abhi. Abhishek on the fresh mediums is gaining some time. But TBK, alright, Utkarsh getting a bit of a squirrely exit there onto the Wellington stage. This might be the place where TBK decides to make the move. He's gonna send one down the inside, it seems like it, and you know what, I think he is through Brooklands, and before he makes the move before Lovefield, but Utkarsh gets the switch back through Lovefield. No, Utkarsh has a bit of a poor run through there and cannot really do much, and he is relegated down into P3 where he was on the initial lap before he managed to get past TBK. The field is pretty spaced out, but somebody who's not spaced out is Azun, Easy Level Bot, and Ahif, who are pretty close to one another. And let's see, through Cops, is Easy Level Bot gonna make the move here? Oh, well, I expected the game to give me a good camera angle there. I don't think it wanted to. Well, nothing much is happening. Easy Level Bot trying to stay within touching distance of Azun, a fellow soft runner, and Ahif on the hards is really coming under threat from Azun and both of them on the soft tires. Let's see, Shrikant getting close to Caesar and doing a bit of track there. I think Shrikant, he has 2 more warnings, I think, with track limits. TBK gets a penalty very early on. What's happened to Oxidize Rage on the hard tires? He has had a moment at the penultimate corner, and he has spun, and he has been dumped all the way down to last place. Spandan and TBK picked up 3-second penalties in this process, and well, the 2 McLarens are still holding station close to one another. The 2 Mercedes are separated by the Red Bull, and Phantom is now. Oh, what's happened to TBK? Oh, I thought I saw a spun Mercedes. Oh my, the 2 McLarens are now 4th and 5th. And well, TBK has not done himself any favors by spinning their Vifix on Pradeep. Could he make the move at Lovefield? He seemed to have the grip despite being in a car which has absolutely no grip. Can Vifix make the move on Pradeep? He will be vying for points soon enough if he keeps on going at this rate. And we have yellow flag for TBK once again at Cops. And his ghosted car is going to trouble some drivers, one of whom is going to be Ahif, who is now under attack from Azun. Let's see through Magus and Beckett. Look at the superior grip he has compared to Ahif's Aston Martin on those hard tires. And through Chapel, you can just see how much Ahif was struggling to put the power down. Behind him, TBK is between. So the soft tire runners are all 3 in a line together. We'll switch to Vifix in a moment because Azun and TBK is looking to make the move. Alright, he looked like he was going to make a move. He is going to go into the pit lane. I hope he gets his car slowed down in time. No, he does not. It looked like he was going too rapidly there, and he is retired from the session. So he has had enough, obviously. 2 spins in a lap of when you are running P3 is really not ideal whatsoever. Let's see anybody battling close by. Smith on Shrikant. I'm not sure what happened to Smith. I can't remember where he started, to be honest. Let me just have a look at that. Smith has made up 4 places, so a decent effort by him. Pradeep, what's happened to URL Pradeep? Going through the infields of Silverstone is not really the ideal way to be taking your race start, Pradeep, but I think he knows that. What's happened to Smith? Oh no, sorry, Thakurva. So both Alpines in a real pickle here, because now both of them are running 14th and 17th. They were running quite promisingly. Vifix is up into the points. Well, loss of both Alpines. What's happening to, alright, Pradeep is struggling, and we have TBK's retired car making his way back out on track because Codemasters don't know how to code. Smith on Shrikant with DRS. I assume DRS is open. Yes, it is. So with DRS down the hanger straight, Smith is gaining. Ibrahim has left the session. He's retired. I think that is all right. Smith through Stowe. He is gaining all the time on Shrikant. Is he going to launch a move into the Vale chicane? You know what he is. And that is going to leave Shrikant settled down in P8. But what a fantastic move by Smith to move himself up into P7 and make further inroads into what could well be a potential podium for him. Great effort. Let's see anybody else. I'm going to have to find battles. What's happened to Oxidize? Oh, this is where Alex Albon and Kevin Magnussen crashed in 2020, I believe it was, and now he is going to give URL Pradeep company. No, he moves out of the way. Kindly so as well. Phantom still hounding Utkarsh. Well, his teammate not having a good time. Abhi and Thakurva, what's happened here? No, Thakurva has had another spin. So the Alpines are not really focusing on L plan, they're focusing on L spin. Utkarsh and Phantom are battling. No, role reversal. I was just hoping that these two don't come together. Their teams have been embroiled in a very interesting moment, let's just say, last year at Silverstone's real life F1 race, and Utkarsh has to settle down behind Phantom for the moment. Phantom, can he pull away and catch up to Hershey, who has been pretty unchallenged? What's happened to Spandan? This is a Sergio Perez spin because I see that he has not broken his front wing in the process, but well, obviously he's going to be dumped down the order, and Spandan rejoins just ahead of Abhi, or is he? No, he's going to rejoin behind Abhi in P15. I think Thakurva has damage because he seemed to be understeering a bit as he exited that corner. Vifix meanwhile on Shrikant. This is a move which could be made within a few laps. What's happened to Spandan once again? Oh, no. That's not the way he wants his race to go. And I hope he doesn't retire early on. We would like to see some more of him during the rest of this race. He does decide to carry on. So Vifix on Shrikant. This could happen down the Wellington straight. Let's be on board with Shrikant actually. Let's look at his exits. He has struggled a bit to put the power down. This is going to give Vifix some real reason and some impetus to make the move. Is he going to send him down the inside or the outside? It's going to be inside for him. Something happened to Spandan, but Vifix down the inside at Brooklyn. They're side by side, the two, and Shrikant really not having a good time. He's lost a position to Smith and now to Vifix. Vifix in the Williams up from P18 all the way to P7. Nothing can stop this man. But Shrikant really trying to launch an offensive. Can he? No, I don't think he can. Vifix has a superior setup and can't do much. And alright, easy level bot going a bit wide there. What's happened in Sector 1 and Sector 2? Abhishet's on easy level bot. Abhishet's had to change his wing, put on a fresh set of mediums, and is now looking to get past easy level bot and Azun. These two are also running in formation, easy level bot and Azun. Easy level bot not really making up the ground I had thought he would make up, but nonetheless, Software not really doing much good for them, and both are not going to pit on the same lap. Easy level bot selling the dummy, but Abhishet's not really buying it, and he's gonna make a move into the final turn here. They're side by side as they go down the Hamilton straight. This is a Haas versus Alpha Tauri. We have a yellow flag once again into turn 1. What's gonna happen between these two? They're still very close to one another, and easy level bot holds position for now. Azun is the only one who's pitted in all of this, and he could be going on. Oh, he's gone on to the medium tires. All right. So let's see. Abhishek's on easy level bot could happen on this on down the Wellington straight. I don't think Abhishek has the top end speed required to make the move. I think he's running a higher downforce setup as compared to easy level bot. And yeah, I think that figures because look how much time he's gonna gain through the corners, but then he's gonna lose the equivalent amount of time down the straights. So if we can be on board with him, yeah, the gap is increasing. What is happening to Spandan? Has he retired or has he just had a spin? Spandan having a torrid race and he is en route to be lapped by Hershey, but somebody who would want to get ahead of the driver ahead of them is gonna be Abhishek, who is looking to make a move on easy level bot, and Abhi behind is also looking quite feisty and could be making the move. Let's be on cinematic with easy level bot. Is Abhishek gonna go for the move around the outside at Stowe? Abhishek with the superior grip. He has the grip and he is gonna move up into P10, or is he? Easy level bot dives into the pit lane, and now Abhishek is free, relieved, and up into P10. So the top few are staying relatively straightforward. Utkarsh is holding up quite well to Phantom, and who himself is not able to get close to Hershey as he would like. What's happening? Spandan has retired on track. That is a safety car. I could see his car moving. So, well, easy level bot has just been gifted some real. Well, Azun, I think, lost out. He had to serve the full. Spend his entire time in the actual racing. My apologies, I'm not able to find my words here. Easy level bot has gone on to hards while Azun is on the mediums. So split strategies for the two soft runners, but let's see if any other drivers decide to pit. Safety car, well, these two have just made their way past the safety car. No, they haven't yet. Safety car is just gonna park up. Is it the Aston Martin safety car? Well, we can expect a very slow safety car period here. Let's see what Hershey decides to do. Let's see what all the drivers decide to do. They are on old mediums and Hershey is going to box. Let's see what Phantom decides to do. He decides to box as well. Utkarsh boxing as well. I think pretty much everyone is going to box. Is Wicked Vicky in the McLaren going to box? His teammate is the catalyst for the safety car. He can get slowed down in time. Yes, he does. Caesar pits, Smith pits, Vifix, everyone is gonna pit. And even Ive on the hard tires, I'm surprised he didn't want to take it longer. Is the entire field gonna be in the pits? Oh, Shrikant getting a penalty! Abhishek's having to take some evasive action there. Abhi Oxid. Well, the entire field is in the pit lane. This is also not good because it's gonna cause some real bunching up of cars. Let's see if I can follow some going on. All right, we have Oxidize. Everyone is gonna box here. Oxidize with the penalty. Thakurva pitting. Pradeep also in the pits. So what are? I don't think easy level bot and Azun are gonna pit. So they're gonna gain a few places. Harsh, the entire field has opted to go onto the switch onto the hard tires. Apart from Ahif, who is gonna be on mediums. Alright, and let's see where easy level bot and Azun come out in regard to. Azun has pitted as well. Okay, easy level bot rejoins P11 right where he was battling with Abhishek, and he's gonna rejoin behind Abhishek. So interesting for him. Pradeep is on the soft tire. That's a gamble. Well, I love to see gambles because, well, what's life without a bit of a risk? Azun has switched onto the hard tires. Thakurva on the mediums, Oxidize, and Thakurva Oxidize and Ahif are going to be on the mediums. Pradeep is going to be on the soft tires. That's a real risk. He's going to have a lot of pace, but, well, not a lot of tire life. I assume we're going to have the safety car out for another lap, at least, because I did send the stream over, haven't I? Did I not? I'm not sure what is going on. Just please give me a moment. I'm having a bit of a moment. Okay, apparently the stream is not available anywhere. I'm just gonna send it over in the channel here. Apologies, there's a bit of technical issues going on. But yeah, everybody is obviously gonna stay out. We're not gonna see anybody pit. Although we might see Oxidize and well, those with 5 second penalties decide to pit. Let's see, Oxidize and Shrikant are the only ones with 5 second penalties right now. These two have not boxed. Alright, so they're gonna carry on. One might expect that they might want to get their penalties over with and done and dusted, but that is not the case. Spandans, I think that's something for the stewards to decide. Up ahead, yes, as I had predicted, the Aston Martin safety car really not going anywhere too fast. And the field is quite closely packed behind it. Well, it's an entire wall of hard runners, P1 to P8, that Ahif here in P9 would have to get through. And I love to see the cars and the drivers sneaking around on the straights, trying to warm the tires. Did I see a bit of position argy-bargy, or was that just a technical glitch on my side? No, it was a bit of position argy-bargy between Utkarsh and Wicked Vicky. So the McLaren and the Red Bull, well, exchanging places. The field is, okay, Utkarsh. That's why we should have the Mercedes safety car and not this green tractor of a safety car. It drives really slowly, which causes problems like the one which Utkarsh has just faced with his 5 second penalty for failing to follow yellow flag procedure. But I believe we should have this safety car in this lap. We're going to be on board with Phantom for the safety car restart. Oh, what's happened to Utkarsh? He has dropped many places, and he will be getting back up ahead of all those drivers. Oh, Wicked Weekend Utkarsh. Whatever is going on here, I want to focus on that, but I also want to focus on the race start. Oh, some bunching up going on behind, but let's see when Hershey decides to pounce. Last time out, he got a very good restart. Phantom followed him there as well. So Hershey decided to go just after the Vale chicane. Let's see when he goes now. On board with Phantom. The Ferrari driver of Hershey has gone at the same place where he did the last time. And Phantom has not really been able to make too many inroads as he's falling back by quite a bit before they reach the final turn. And he's almost down by an entire second. So Phantom not having the best of safety car restarts. Utkarsh has fallen back a few places. I'm not sure what happened there at the restart for him. Smith in P6, what's happening here? There's some real position trading going on here between these few. There's a nice battle. This reminds me of the final few laps battle we had. Oh, Oxidize almost going into the side there of Thakurva and almost losing in front wing in the process. Pradeep on Abhi with the superior grip and the better tires. Pradeep making the move, but he's level with Abhi as they come into Brooklands, and Abhi has to cede the position there. Up ahead, Shrikant very close to Vifix. The Haas driver really putting the pressure on the Williams driver. Is he going to go for a move at Cops? I don't think he is because he's not close enough. Yeah. Well, we all have some trauma from there. Caesar losing a place to Utkarsh. Rather, Utkarsh making a place on Caesar. And the Aston Martin is falling down the order. I think that's just, well, it's Red Bull versus Aston. Was it ever a competition? Smith on Caesar. Smith is gaining at a very rapid rate. Is he going to go down the inside at Stowe? Yes, it seems like he is. But Caesar with the superior grip, or rather, I think he just cut off Smith. Smith any avenues to attack. Thakurva and Azun are battling. And Thakurva and Azun, is he going to send one down the inside at the Vale chicane? No, he decides against it. And smartly so, or, well, is it going to... Let's see how it plays out for him. Oh! Azun not having the best of grip on those hard tires, and Oxidize getting past him there in the Alfa Romeo. Oxidize, after what has not been a very great start, is looking to make some inroads here, but let's follow Ahif, Abhishek and Shrikant, who are very closely close together on track and are closely put together. Let's see what Ahif can do. Can he make a move on Shrikant? I don't think he can. No, he cannot. He's gonna have to wait for the main straight. It seems like Vifix in the Williams, despite his car's very glaring handicap, is in P7. He is losing time to Smith, but the fact that he's in P7 in a realistic performance Williams is uncanny. Shrikant is able to keep up with him, but well, Vifix is a class apart almost. He is Utkarsh and Wicked Vicky battling, and with I don't think DRS was enabled there. Utkarsh back up into P3 where he was at the safety car during the safety car period, and he has lost a lot of time to Phantom, who himself has lost a lot of time to Hershey, and Hershey just seems to be in control. DRS is enabled, so now we're gonna see some more moves being made. I thought I saw Aston Martin skidding there. We have Abhishek's an easy level bot. What's happening to? Oh no, Abhishek's AlphaTauri. He will be sorry. That was a bad attempt at rhyming there, but yeah, that's not gonna help him out whatsoever. Fresh hards are now gonna be hot hard tires, which are not gonna give him all the grip he would want. Shrikant on Vifix. He is staying within touching distance. Vifix is getting no closer to Smith than he would like to, and Shrikant really making moves and getting close to Vifix. Could he make a move? I expect something to happen between those two. Some moves being made. Ahif also chasing down Shrikant, who himself is being chased down by easy level bot. Thakurba, whom we almost saw going to the side of Oxidize at the restart. Well, let's see. Closest battle right now is on between Ahif and Shrikant, and well, just look at Shrikant and Vifix. Vifix is gonna be looking to defend, and he's well clear of Shrikant, so nothing doing for the harsh driver on this occasion. Abhishek is getting penalties further back. He's not had a very good restart. Ahif in the Aston, not able to make up any ground. I hope the DRS train doesn't form. Phantom with the fastest lap. What's happened in sector 3 to Utkarsh? Facing the wrong way. And without a right end plate, Utkarsh is now going to tumble down the order, which is going to promote Caesar into P3, Smith into P4, but also Vifix into P5. He may have to defend against Shrikant, but I don't think that matters much to him. Utkarsh, oh, well, it's dismal for him. He got those penalties behind the Wicked Vicky. Wow, he found a new place to overtake there. Just onboard, I was wondering where the car appeared from over there. But Pradeep losing a place to Wicked Vicky in the McLaren, making inroads again, looking to get back to the top where he was at the race start. Abhi, so Pradeep is not really making too many inroads. Abhi is right behind him and looking to make a move. Ahif on Shrikant. This looks like a move which could happen down the hangar straight. So let's just follow Ahif. Let's onboard with him through Maggots and Beckett's, through Chapel. Let's see his exit. Shrikant going a bit deep into that corner, not getting the best of exits there. Shrikant is going to be under immense pressure from Ahif, who is going to send a launch a move down the inside at Stowe, and he is going to get the move done and dusted. So great move there by the Aston Martin driver, but the Haas is not going to give up there. Is he going to send one down the inside at Wales? No, he is not. Smith and Caesar are battling. Well, Hershey regains the fastest lap. Caesar 6 seconds behind Phantom. Well, I think that's a case of Utkarsh in the pits. Let's see what he decides to do. Smith, I'm interested. Smith could be making a move on the Aston Martin down the Wellington straight. Look at the superior grip he has. Look how much more confident he is with his car as compared to the Aston Martin. The Aston is really not giving Caesar much to play around with. Let's see Smith down the Wellington straight. Is he going to send one down the inside? Yes, he is, through Brooklands. Caesar gives him enough space, but Smith is, well, he holds back and through Luff. Wow, look at the grip he got through entry. onto the old start-finish straight. Smith and Caesar are in a titanic battle, and Caesar has to cede position, or does he? He's still there, and Smith these two are giving each other such immense respect and racing at the highest level, and well, Caesar has to settle for P4, but he might just get DRS down the hanger straight. Let's see if he does. Well, that is going to give Smith more of a headache, and he does get DRS, but considering how much he was struggling, I doubt that he's going to be able to do too much. For the back, Easy Level Bot and Shrikant Das, they're side by side, the two Haas teammates. Easy Level Bot making the move, and for the back, Thakur was also looking to make the move on Shrikant, so Shrikant losing a few places on the same straight. Oxidize also, is he going to make a move? Late braking there, but he has to settle for P10 at the moment. He is not making too many inroads. Oh, that's a bit of snap oversteer there for Oxidize, not having the best of last turns over there. Hamilton straight, but yeah, the Haas boys did not make it too difficult for one another. Shrikant not really giving Easy Level Bot too much of a headache. Pradeep pitting for mediums, and Utkarsh also pitted for mediums. I missed that. My apologies for that. Let's see what Oxidize can do down the Wellington straight. He does not have the top end speed whatsoever to get past Shrikant. So up ahead, the field is pretty spaced out. So I don't know. Maybe we can just follow these few battles. This is for the final points position. And Oxidize really has so much more grip through the corners, but nothing on the straights, it seems like. And Shrikant he takes a very different line as compared to Oxidize on every single lap. And oh, what's happened to Pradeep coming out of the pit lane? I think he just had a spin on cold tires, understandably so. But look at Oxidize, he had to take a very different line. But onto the hanger straight, can he make a move with DRS? No, Shrikant is kind of gaining time in some sections and can't do much. Wicket Wiki getting past Azun. Azun is not having a very good race. Down in P12. Well, it's painful for him. And well, but can he hold on to Wicket Wiki? In the Williams is going to be a bit of a challenge, and I don't think it's going to be anything doing on this occasion. Oxidize fell back from Shrikant a bit during this section, but he is gaining back time and could be looking to size up a move soon. Well, no one is within DRS range of one another, apart from Oxidize, who is not really making any inroads. We don't have to focus on the leader because the leader is comfortably leading by not by an absolute mile, but Hershey has been in absolute and utter control. Utkarsh with the fastest lap, understandably so. He's on absolute fresh medium tires. So our race leader here. Okay, Thakurva made up a lot of time on Easy Level Bot through this section. As I was saying that the race is getting to a bit of a stabilized position, we see Thakurva really making some inroads on Easy Level Bot, who is going to have to defend. And for the back, Oxidize has spun! Oh, no. Let's see what Thakurva can do. He is gonna launch one down the inside! Thakurva has had torrid luck all throughout the races where I've commentated, and this is no different. While attempting a move on Easy Level Bot, himself is struggling. Easy Level Bot, Thakurva has now dropped down to P11, which promotes Wicket Wiki and Azun into the points. Alright, so Oxidize and Thakurva. Oxidize in the pits, he's going to likely go into the soft tires. Nothing else he can really do. Pradeep and Utkarsh, nothing doing here. Vifix is catching up to Caesar. You could make him drive a car which is completely damaged, has punctured tires, has no front wing, and he would still find a way to muscle that car into the points. This man is... wow. Vifix... well... okay, Utkarsh setting consecutive fastest laps there, so... he is... well, Oxidize is now last. And frustrating for him. Abhi on Thakurva, this is a move which could happen as well. But let's focus on Vifix. Oh, Caesar having a bit of a moment there. His rear end was not giving him much to play around with, and Vifix is gaining. Mercedes versus Mercedes engine, and Vifix has to stay behind for the moment. And yeah, he is. What's happened in Sector 1 to Oxidize Rage? He's broken his fronting and it's a very late safety car. Are we going to see drivers pitting? We might as well see a few drivers pitting. Thakurva is going to take the bold decision to pit, and well, it's not a bold decision, it's a very clever decision, and he does not have any penalties as well, so he can chuck on a set of soft tires, as is Abhishek, as would Utkarsh, I believe. And see, the lucky thing for the leaders is that they have not caught the safety car yet. So even if it's a late dash, they might just be able to come into the pits without losing too much time. And understandably, Thakur won the softs. Abhishek's also going to box on the softs. Utkarsh, I expect to see everyone in the pits. Although, saying that, I do expect a few opportunistic drivers to stay out on the hard tires. Utkarsh stays out. Okay. He is going to gain the position on Abhishek's, but or is he? The Delta, safety car Delta, is really not helping him out. The catalyst for this safety car, Oxidize Rage, I believe is himself. If he pits, he and Hershey does not, he is certainly going to be lapped. What is Hershey going to do? Our race leader, who has been in complete control of this race, pretty much from start to finish. Is he going to take the decision to box? Abhishek's with a penalty. That was a VSC. My apologies. Abhishek gets a penalty. Oxidize gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But alright, all that while I thought it was a full safety car. My sincere apologies. What's happened to Caesar? He is spun. Smith is now in P3. Caesar. Oh no. Aston Martin not really giving him what he wants, and he's now stuck behind Shrikant. Let's see what Caesar can do. Smith in P3, Vifix P4. All those around him have had a really bad turn of fate, and this has all promoted Vifix into P4. He's just one step away from the podium, and well, the VSC, it was a VSC in the end, so nothing doing for the top two there. Neither of them decided to pit, and understandably so. They are 8 seconds ahead of Smith. Why take the risk and decide to pit? Abhishek's having to service drive-through. He's the only driver, as far as I know, who got the drive-through. And we have, let's see the penalty situation. Abhishek has 6 seconds, Shrikant has 8 seconds, and the rest of the field is clean as a whistle. Caesar on Shrikant. Could this move happen down the Hanger Straight? I think it could happen. Let's see. Look at the time Caesar gains through Chapel. And now down the Hanger Straight. I am going to be on board here. And Caesar is going to launch the offense around the outside. Is Shrikant going to be able to defend it? Caesar and Shrikant side by side. Caesar goes a bit deep. But I think Shrikant has to settle for P8 or Willie. They make slight contact, but Caesar gets ahead rather. And Shrikant has to settle for P8 at the moment. Wicked Vicky behind him is really, I think his eyes must have lit up seeing Shrikant losing all that time battling with Caesar. And Wicked Vicky looking to make a move. Azun just looking to salvage something from the race. Stuck in the Williams in P10. At least he's scoring points. Point singular. Shrikant, Wicked Vicky looking to launch the offense on Shrikant. McLaren versus Haas should not be that much of a battle, but Shrikant is holding on to Caesar quite well. Shrikant is holding on to Vifix as well for quite a few laps, so well, he really knows how to drive that Haas against more competitive machinery. I won't call Aston and Williams competitive cars. Maybe it's the drivers who make the car competent. The drivers play a very big role. Wicked Vicky sizing up a move. Let's follow him through maggots. Beckett's through Chapel. Shrikant's line is the different one, as we have seen all these laps, and Shrikant is going to get DRS, as is Wicked Vicky. Yes, he is. But Abhishek is in the pits once again. He has now been lapped by the race leader Harshi, who has been untouchable. Shrikant, meanwhile, Caesar is not untouchable right now. Caesar is under immense threat from Shrikant in the Haas. So, Caesar having a bit of snap oversteer, I think. Was it or just a bad exit? But whatever the case, he is not able to pull away from Shrikant, who is gaining. And onto the Wellington straight, we might see a move being made. What's happened to some car? I don't know. Nobody lost places, so I think it was just Abhishek getting out of the way. Shrikant got a bit out of position there, a bit out of place, a bit out of shape, and this is going to give Thakur the first lap. Wicked Vicky is going to send one down the inside at Brooklyn, and he makes the move on Shrikant, but is Shrikant going to go for the switchback? Oh, he gets a penalty in the process. That was coming, as we saw on his onboard. Shrikant has lost too many places at this point, but he is still in the points ahead of Azun, who is having to defend from Abhi. Abhi, our pole sitter, has really come alive in these final few laps and is chasing down Azun for the final points paying position. We might just see a daring move being made by him up ahead. Anybody close enough? No, nobody is close enough. So let's just follow Abhi in the Ferrari against the Williams. Abhi deploying his battery with DRS, but he is not able to get close enough to Azun. So Azun really holding up quite well. And okay, Shrikant is in the pits. What is he doing? Is he trying to go for fastest lap? I think he is. Wicked Vicky gets a penalty. He is now going to be setting after Caesar, but his penalty is not going to help his cause. I think he has 3 seconds. That's the only penalties he has at the moment. Shrikant serving his 5 seconds and probably chucking on a fresh set of soft tires. Yes, he is going to go for the fastest lap. Who has the fastest lap at the moment? Let's just check that. It is Thakurva with a 30.2. So Shrikant has that to beat. Feels pretty spaced out. Ahif and Easy Level Bot close together on track. Ahif on very old mediums versus Easy Level Bot on not absolute fresh hards. On equally as old hards, but certainly the hards are more, they give you more grip. The mediums do wear out as you progress through the laps. Let's see Abhi and Azun once again. I would like to follow a lot of battles. Easy Level Bot on Ahif is not happening right now. Wicked Vicky on Caesar is not happening right now. But is Abhi on Azun gonna happen? Not right now. And as before I forget to mention this, our race leader Harshi has started his final lap. He just needs to bring it home. No need to push unnecessarily and get a penalty for no reason whatsoever. Smith 10 seconds behind is coming under pressure from Vivix. Not something I expected to be saying a few laps ago. And Easy Level Bot and Ahif. This is a move which could happen down the Wellington straight. No, Easy Level Bot's a bit too far behind right now. Abhi and Azun. Wicked Vicky and Caesar. This is a move which has been Utkarsh with a penalty. But Wicked Vicky is gonna send one down the inside at Brooklyn's. Yes, he is. But also Caesar late braking, and which compromises his line through Love Field. Entry and on to the oval start finish straight. Wicked Vicky with the superior grip. Is he gonna go for a move down the inside at Cops? I don't think he is. Up ahead. Oh, Abhi finally gets past Azun. They're side by side through Cops. What's gonna happen here between the two of them? And Abhi is ahead for the moment, but Azun is likely gonna get DRS down the hanger straight. Wicked Vicky on Caesar. Caesar is likely not gonna have much to defend with. Harshi has crossed the line. I completely missed that Phantom crossed the line as well. We're just following these intense battles in the midfield. Wicked Vicky, sensibly deciding against it. Azun on Abhi. Azun Does he? I don't think he has a superior straight line speed. And Wicked Vicky crosses the line just behind Caesar, but with the 3 second penalty applied. Cool. Um, let's see. Azun finishes behind Abhi, and there's a Aston Martin of Abhishek's there. Thakurwa is and Abhishek. No, sorry, Thakur and Utkarsh are battling. Thakur are not really able to get past Utkarsh there. But what can Shrikant do? Can he get the fastest lap, or did he just risk his points for no reason? Shrikant through the final two corners, Vale chicane and club corner. What Shrikant going to be able to do? Oh, what is going on here? Shrikant does not get the fastest lap in the end. And URL Pradeep is going to be the last car to cross the finish line, but I am going to switch over to Hershey. I gave him little to no screen time, and understandably so. He dominated the race the entire session and has just won the British Grand Prix after an amazing performance. Well done to Hershey, well done to Phantom, well done to Smith, and even to Vifix. We cannot discount him. Vifix drove a stellar race, and let's just have a look at the podium. I love to see a Ferrari driver finishing at top. And well, good race. Some drama there, but it has ended with Hershey finishing in first position, Phantom P2, Smith making his way from P13 into P3, Vifix making his way from P19 to P4, IF making his way from P17 to P5, Easy Driver bought P16 to P6, Mercurial Caesar P18 to P7, and then, well, some real gainers here from P3 to P7. Wicked Vicky finishes P8. Abhi finishes P9, our pole sitter, not having the best of races, but getting past Azun, who started last and has made up 10 places to finish 10th in the points there. Thakurwa with the fastest lap. Shrikant could not steal it off him in the end. Utkarsh finishes P12. Shrikant P13. His very late gamble to switch onto the softs did not work out. Pradeep finishes P14. Abhishek is 15th. Oxida is 16th. Spandan, uh, Oxidized Spandan, TBK, Ibrahim, and Mosquito are our non-finishers. Well, that was a race. I'm just going to invite our top three to the party so that I would like to hear from them. So that would be Hershey, Phantom, and Smith Shah. Hershey. What's happening here? Well, just finding Smith. Okay, I can't find Smith. There you go. Okay, I have added our top three to the party. We should be hearing from them soon, but well, an interesting Silverstone British GP. A good race at Silverstone, which has ended with a Ferrari on top. Smith has joined the party. We're just waiting for Hershey. Okay, Hershey has joined the party. We're just waiting for Phantom. Let me switch to the section here. Yeah, there we go. Do we have Phantom? I don't think we do. Yeah, we don't have Phantom. We're waiting for the audio to load, but meanwhile, I think, all right, we have our top three in the party with us. So, can you all hear me? And is your audio sharing enabled?
Yep.
All right. So, Smith, starting off with you. P3, good race. You were being caught by Vifix towards the end, but still you managed to hold on. And well, you were making some very good moves, and you made some real rapid progress through the field. So, just walk us through your race.
Honestly, it was only my move on Caesar, I guess. I don't remember making moves on anyone. I genuinely don't know. I was just keeping consistent with my drive, and I think that kind of paid off. So, very chill race for me, I would say.
Yeah, no, your progress of the field was quite good. It was really good to follow, and Well, just congrats to you. I don't have much to ask you. Your race was pretty straightforward. Just well done to you.
Yep,
Congrats.
thanks, Chips, and congrats to Harshi on the win and Phantom as well.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
speaking of whom, Phantom, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So I hope your audio sharing is enabled.
Let me just check.
Yes. You were in the Mercedes, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
you. Yeah, you were. All right. So just
yeah,
check
it's
that.
enabled.
All right. So Phantom, you
Yeah,
and Utkarsh, I believe, were embroiled in quite a close battle towards the
yeah,
earlier
it
part of
got
the
quite
race.
close.
And yeah, just walk us through your race and that battle with Utkarsh, because that was really interesting for me to follow.
Yeah, so I started, I think, was P, was it, was it P7? I'm not sure exactly where I
I
started, but I got
Yeah.
a good launch off the start, made a couple of positions, and managed to keep it clean lap one. And from then on, it was everything went smoothly. I just tried to keep it clean and avoid penalties as much as possible. And then once this pit stops and all were done, I think yeah, I was very close to Utkarsh, and I just tried to stay as close as possible to him. And then he got a bad exit, and yeah, I just dumped TRS and then tried to make the move before cops. I didn't want a Mercedes and Red Bull to go into cops again. So yeah, I just got the move done before cops, and yeah, from then on it was I think quite a straightforward race. And I tried to keep it close to Hershey, like in case he gets a penalty for track limits. So I tried to keep it within 3 seconds, but yeah, he managed to keep it clean and you know, get no penalty.
Yes, congrats to you. You did keep Hershey honest. You didn't really let him like run away, and it was really refreshing to see a Mercedes battling a Ferrari instead of the Red Bull. But yeah, congrats to you. Congrats on
Yeah,
P2.
thank you.
And speaking of the man of the hour, Hershey, are you here?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, first off, you would likely go back to the stream to witness your brilliant victory, but I'm sorry haven't given you any screen time whatsoever. And but I think understandably so. Your race was you had nothing in your way apart from
I
yourself.
was kind of hoping I was starting in back because I was P1. I thought it was reverse gear rate, so I was hoping I was starting P19 because then in the other leagues I was at out, so I was wondering I was gonna get the same result. I was just hoping I started P19 to prove more results.
But yeah, nonetheless, your race was pretty straightforward. I don't think I have much to ask you either. Just well done and great driving by you to finish.
Thank you, thank you.
So I think with that we end the podium interviews and the race as well. I thank all our viewers for tuning in tonight, and thank you for hanging out and giving me a bit of company. And we shall see you on Thursday for the numero uno races. And until then, thank you very much and goodbye.